because you deserve it. There's already enough for you. And when you ask, you will receive, but you must ask from a place of confidence, from a place of assurance, knowing that you are worthy and that you deserve it. But when you ask from a place of uncertainty, you get uncertain results. When you ask from a place of uncertainty, you get uncertain results. Period. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part 2 of the Fuck That Cake book review. I hope that you guys enjoyed part 1. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it up above in the cards. So this is part 2. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on your post notifications so that you can be alerted every time I post a new video. Let's get into it. I'm super excited and I hope that you guys enjoy part 2 as much as you did part 1.
At the top of the hour, and the night is the darkest. I pray that you name it, I pray that you want this.
She says, I didn't realize that I never allowed myself to want a traditional family because I believe girls like me didn't get chosen for those types of roles. I always thought men wanted the quiet, prissy types that didn't make too much noise and whose only goal was to attend her husband's every need. That wasn't me. I was a woman with a past. I was intellectual and worldly with progressive views about life and relationships. I didn't think any man would want that for his wife, so I pretended I didn't want it. Y'all, I have it highlighted. When I say this is me, this is me. I remember 2 years ago, and I'm 25 years old now, but like I said, I have a child. I've always dated older men, right? All of my friends have always been older than me. I've lived life pretty fast. Like she says here, I have a past. And I knew at a very young age that I was not going to be the prissy type. I was not going to be the one who would just turn her cheek and act as if she didn't hear or see anything. That's not me. It's not me. So when she said that, it resonated with me so much because it let me know that I'm not alone, and that no matter where I've been in my past, that I am still deserving of having a traditional family, and that there is a man out there that's gonna love me and want to put a ring on my finger, that there is someone out there for me. So, ladies, we don't have to settle. We don't. And you don't have to allow, and what I learned from that is that you don't have to allow your past to dictate your future. You don't have to. You make the rules. You make the fucking rules for your fucking life. That's it. That's it. She said, I didn't think any man would want that for his wife. I felt the same exact way. When I read that, I literally, guys, the whole section is highlighted. I literally felt the same exact way. I felt like that. I felt like guys only like the really prissy girls who are super delicate like flowers, and you say something and they cry, or they, no. That's not me. So that part just reassured me that there's someone out there for me, okay? And from that part, she moved on to speaking about letting go of limiting beliefs. And that's all it is. It's like this book was one of those things in life that connected the dots for me. You know, her progressive views, they match with mine. They align so perfectly with mine that I feel like it was meant for me to read this book, because I needed to, there were things here that I needed to read. I needed to learn, you know, and like I said, this book connected so many dots for me, and I'm so happy that I was able to get my hands on this book, because believe it or not, those thoughts that I was having of, oh my goodness, I'll never be able to, you know, no man is gonna want to marry me, you know, I have tattoos everywhere, tatted up, I have tattoos all over, my past is not pretty, you know, there's nothing really prissy about me. There's always this limiting belief system in my mind that just kind of like an imposter syndrome that just makes me feel like, okay, you're good, but you're not that good. Yeah, you deserve it, but do you really deserve it? You know, like that kind of belief system. And that's not healthy. It's not. Because that means that you're still operating from a place of lack. From a place of, you know, untrustworthiness. And that's not good. So she talks about letting go of those limiting beliefs and getting clear on your values and what's important to you, you know. So she says, that's when I began to let go of limiting beliefs and started to clearly define my values and what was really important to me in a relationship. I realized it wasn't too much to ask for a man who was honest. I value deep levels of intimacy and open communication. Even though I had never had that type of relationship, I knew I wanted it. I was willing to let go of what I thought I could have so I could open the space to receive what was truly important to me. If you don't decide what's important to you, then you will never have it. You will lead a reactionary life, taking whatever comes your way. You have a responsibility to define your life on your own terms. And that's what I love so much about Miss Jennifer, because she makes it clear that you are the only one. You are the only one that can make yourself happy. And that starts by first figuring out what you value, what's important to you. What is truly important to you? What makes you happy? Do you want to continue to live a reactionary life where you're okay with just taking shit as it comes? Because I don't want to live like that. I want to set clear, intentional goals. I want to set clear, intentional expectations and boundaries in my life, and know that, you know, the things that I want are the things that are going to be good for me. They're going to make me happy. They're going to fulfill me. So it's like these things, letting go of limiting beliefs, are so important. And you don't realize how important it is to let go of limiting beliefs, or you're not even aware of the fact that you're operating from a limited state of mind until you read something like this, or until something happens in your life and it wakes you up and you're like, I haven't been living to my full capacity. I haven't been operating from that intentional space that I know I could be operating from. It's like, ultimately in this book, she's telling you to take fucking control of your life before it's too late. Take control before it's too late. If you want that traditional life, like me, like, you know, you come from a different kind of place, a different background, and you know that you want that picket fence, and you want that man to put that ring on your finger, and you want those kids and that dog, and, you know, like, if you want that, get clear on it. Be intentional about what it is that you want. You deserve it. Black women, you deserve to set clear fucking expectations about what it is that you want from the people around you, from yourself. Like, you have the full authority. Listen, when we don't believe we have the right to have the authority over our lives, we are always waiting for someone to give us permission to be who they think we should be. Due to men thinking they knew everything and being intimidated by our feminine power, we were taught that we were mentally and physically inferior. Okay? Giving yourself permission to make your own needs and desires your priority is one of the most powerful things you can do as a Black woman. I'm going to read that again. Giving yourself permission to make your own needs and desires your priority is one of the most powerful things you can do as a Black woman. When we do this, we break a slave paradigm that has kept us chained to lives, relationships, careers, and family that don't serve our lives in a positive way. So she says, giving yourself permission to make your own needs and desires your own priority is one of the most powerful things you can do as a Black woman. Remember that, Queen. It's okay to put yourself first. You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to feel bad for putting yourself first. A part of getting your shit together is being honest with yourself. And a lot of people are not gonna like it. And fuck them. Fuck them. Because they are not you. And in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, when you look back on your life, who have you truly lived for? Do you want to look back and be regretful? Do you want to be regretful? Do you want to live your life like, damn, I wish I woulda, shoulda, or I coulda? Or you want to be like, I did that shit. I did that shit. Yeah. Like, that's how I want to live. I want to say, you know what? Regardless of whatever, I did that shit. I gambled on myself. I tried my damn hardest. You know, it's all about being honest with yourself, not being afraid to fail, but also not being afraid to get back up and try again. Okay. So this is, I know I've just been gliding through and just talking because I really enjoyed this read, and it resonated to me on a personal level. So as I'm talking to you from, you know, from a place of the things that I've learned from reading this book. And yeah, so let's move on to chapter 8. Chapter 8 is squad goals, and I'm gonna read, you know, this portion that I've highlighted. She says, when you start to ask for help and support on a regular basis, you will learn that there are people that you can trust. There are people who want to help you, who don't want anything back from you except to see you happy and well. Especially strong Black women, or as she calls us in the book, SBW. it's so hard for us to receive or to even ask because we're always the ones giving. But it's hard to believe it when you've lived your entire life being the giver, when nobody has offered you anything, you know. It's hard for you to accept the fact that, or even, you know, embrace the fact that there is help for you out there. There's somebody who will, you know, who will babysit the kids. You know, there's a man out there who's willing to cook dinner for you. Someone out there who's willing to rub your feet. Someone out there who's willing to, you know, get out the car and pump your gas, take your car to go get washed. Like, there's people out there, whether it be your man or your friend, there's people out there who, when you get in alignment with yourself and you set clear intentions about the kind of people that you want to attract in your life, the universe will send those people to you. And you won't even have to worry about their intentions or worry about, you know, what it is that they have to offer that you have to offer that. No. Everything will be organic. Okay? So she says, we think our value is in being so strong, mentally strong, emotionally strong, and physically strong. It's not fucking true. Many of us had to be way too self-sufficient way too early. And that was what kept peace in the house. This is how we contributed, and it was necessary at times. Yeah, we are stubborn as fuck. And everybody knows you're stubborn, and you'll go down fighting with the stubbornness. You let it drive you to diabetes, migraines, arguments, and bad blood, all because you refuse to let people love on you. As we grow to value ourselves, we begin to let ourselves off the hook and realize we're not supposed to do it alone. The unrealistic expectations that makes us walk around with our cape on starts to fade. In its place is more understanding and compassion for our journey. That is so beautiful. And when I read that, it was like, it was a full circle moment, because it confirms and it lets you know, it let me know that I'm on the right path, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. You know, I was able to feel every word in this book because I'm living it and I'm experiencing it as a 25-year-old Black woman in 2020. I'm feeling these things, I'm experiencing them, I'm in that place emotionally. So it's like, these things are true. And especially to have watched it throughout my life, being raised by SBWs, strong Black women, and even seeing it in TV shows, seeing it in movies, how Black women are represented. We're always represented as these women who, you know, are very stubborn, very headstrong. We don't want help from anybody. We can do everything on our own. And like I said, I'm still learning. And as I'm talking about this, I'm checking myself mentally because, you know, I do this all the time still, you know. Oh no, I got it. Even in my last upload, my last video, and I'll link it in the cards, where I was like, my office setup, my home office setup, where I unboxed my computer and everything. My friend guy was supposed to come here and help me, but no. I was stubborn, I was in a rush, and I unboxed and did everything on my own. If you guys see in the video, I put together the table, I put together the computer, I put together everything. Everything. And instead of me waiting, I could have waited and I could have got the help that I needed so that I wasn't all exhausted and stressed out. Because if you guys can see, I did everything on my own. Then I edited the video. And then on top of that, I'm still in the process of transitioning and moving into my place. I've had a lot on my plate. And if I would have just been patient and allowed my friend guy to come here and help me and allow him to be a man. You know, so I'm still learning that it's okay to take a break. Like, I don't have to control everything, and I don't have to, you know, everything does not have to be on my shoulders. When you ask for help, allow those people to help you. Because believe it or not, when other people help you, it makes them feel good as well. So allow them to feel good about being there for you. And embrace the assistance, embrace the help. And I always tell you guys, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself, because I need this word as well. So in that chapter, in chapter 8, she talks about just embracing assistance and embracing help and being okay with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need it, ask for it. Okay. This is chapter 9. We're almost close to the end, guys. She says, when people are serious about accomplishing something substantial, the first thing they do is make a plan. But when you attempt to do something that is outside your norm, you need focus and a different skill set than you are already used to. You need a plan. We use plans every day for all sorts of things, and they are helpful. Plans are powerful when we are trying to accomplish a goal. A wise woman told me, and I'm only reading the highlighted parts because those are the parts that stood out to me in each of these chapters, and also to save time on the video. So she says, a wise woman told me that if it's not written down, it doesn't count. There's power writing your desires and intentions on paper. Statistically, written plans have a higher chance of being achieved. Write it down and make it a plan. Write it down. Let me show you guys something. Okay, I was waiting to release this, but it's so perfect to talk about it now, I might as well. This is something that I have worked on for a while. This is something that I will be releasing in the Boss Babe shop on bossbabekartel.com. If you guys don't know what Boss Babe Kartel is, if you're new here, Boss Babe Kartel is an online social learning community for female entrepreneurs that I created. I am the creator of Boss Babe Kartel. And this is a part of my rollout for 2021. These are some of the things that I'm going to be offering in the Boss Babe shop. Like I said, on www.bossbabekartel.com. This is our abundance and affirmation notebook for boss babes. And it says, you got to put some grind behind that prayer. Pray, manifest, hustle, thank God, and repeat. And on the back, there's an abundance and affirmation here. So this is your affirmation journal, and I have 3 other journals, but this particular one is the one that you'll use to write down your affirmations, to set clear goals and intentions for yourself and for your life. And most of all, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, thriving entrepreneur, you can definitely write down all of your business goals and your business plans here, and know deep down in your heart that they will come to pass. Like I said, there's an affirmation here on the back. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is something that I'm working on releasing. They're currently in production, and like I said, I wasn't gonna talk about it now, but it seemed to fit so perfectly with the moment of, you know, setting clear intentions and getting clear on what it is that you want and what's important to you. And that is exactly why I created this notebook, because I wanted something where I can go to be honest and real with myself and hold myself accountable. And I felt like this was perfect, you know, so be on the lookout for that. I'll leave the link to my website down below in the description bar. And yeah, these will be releasing in 2021. And once again, this is the Abundance and Affirmation Notebook for Boss Babes. So, journaling is a great form of, reflecting on what it is that you want from yourself, from your life, from the people around you. Ultimately, do I recommend it? Yes, I do. Yes, I recommend this book. If I said anything or if I read anything from this book that resonated with you, if you're, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 years old like me, and you've been having these thoughts or these emotions towards this topic, if you're on that journey as a Black woman, trying to discover yourself and figure out who you are, I definitely recommend reading this book. Like, this book is amazing. Like I said, it connected so many dots for me, and it helped me understand so much about myself, so much about, other Black women and the way that they think, and it allowed me to really know that I'm not alone. Because sometimes when you look at the women who are closest to you, you kind of become numb to it, because like she said, it's kind of like this thing that's passed down from generation to generation. So, when you're in it, you can't look, you're in it, you're looking at it from your eyes, but sometimes it takes for you to step outside of it, or to place yourself in someone else's shoes to kind of see, what exactly is going on, and kind of see how you can be a part of the change that takes place within our community. So ultimately, I love this book. This book is a 10 out of 10 for me. I really, really, really enjoyed it. The author is really dope, and I would really recommend this book. Ultimately, I recommend it. 10 out of 10, I recommend it. Once again, this is Fuck That Cape, okay? The Grown Woman's Unapologetic Guide to Putting Herself First. It don't get no better than that. I'm gonna end this video saying that, Queen, Black women, Black woman, I'm speaking to you. You deserve to be happy. You deserve the absolute best. Do not relinquish control of your life to anyone else. You are strong, you are mighty, you are powerful, you're amazing. But being strong is not all that you are. Remember that. You deserve luxury. You deserve to be taken care of. You deserve to have people around you who want to love on you and support you. You deserve that. You deserve to have amazing relationships and amazing friendships. You deserve to, enjoy your life to the fullest. And don't you ever doubt that. And like I always say, I'm talking to you guys, but I'm also talking to myself. This book is a constant reminder that I am worthy and that I do deserve the best. So thank you, Miss Jennifer, for helping Black women to realize our worth. This is truly, you set out to write a love letter to Black women, and this is truly that love letter to Black women, and I thank you so much for it, and I appreciate you from a 25-year-old, young African-American woman growing up in 2020. I needed to read this. At this particular time, at this year, at this stage of my life, I needed this book, and I thank you for it. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this episode of the Box of Book series. I will be back for episode 3. I hope that you guys enjoyed the first episode and this episode. And if you want me to continue this series, just leave this video a big thumbs up, and I will continue to do this. But other than that, you guys know I'm always posting my normal regular videos, so don't leave, go watch my other videos, okay? But I love you guys. Once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave this video a big thumbs up, and turn on your post notifications if you enjoy my videos. If you want to be alerted every time that I post a video, go ahead and turn on that bell. And I love you guys. Bye.